Sportcat's Daily Gazette. Live across Australia on Dare Media Group radio stations. News, weather.
And somehow it all makes sense. Sort of. For more information, go to daremediagroup.com.au.
There you go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We're live. Hold on. I didn't hit. I got a couple buttons. Yeah, there we go. This is me.
The boss jock has entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
Well, sort of. It's Sportcat's Daily Gazette. We're live in Australia. Thank you to all of our Australian friends overnight on WZQR. And we encourage everybody to come over and join the chat. We got Wendell here. We ain't seen Wendell in a New York minute. We got Brenda here. Whoa, yeah, hold on. Let me bring her out. There.
Just a little bit.
Who else do we got? We got Denise here. Let's see. Yeah, Denise. Well, we'll talk in a minute. Jeez, I got too many notifications here. Who else is here? Wendell, Denise. Where's Chris? Is Chris here? Right,
yeah,
so,
Chris is there.
Oh, there he is. All right.
I don't see Wendell, but okay. Well, Wendell was at the top.
He was at the top of the hour, Brenda.
Oh my God.
Oh, hold on. Let's see. So yeah, quick update. Brenda and I have been off. Momma Sportcat fell and broke her left arm, and she doesn't need surgery, so that's good news. But she does apparently need 24-hour Sportcat care, which you have a chaotic Sportcat here. We will not be live tomorrow. Brenda has appointments, and I have to get Mrs. Sportcat and the Sport Kittens back to Georgia, so we'll be getting them back off, and then we'll be back Wednesday, and I think there'll be some other programming changes for a doctor's appointment here or there for Brenda, our mom.
Not till the end of the month for me. After that.
I think Mom has one next week, but we'll figure all that out. So
I got something for you.
I hope it's good. It's been a stressful week.
Every time you make me angry, instead of me expressing myself with my mouth, I got a little lamb to stick her tongue out at you and go, nanny, nanny, nanny.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson, and do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show. This show is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner.
That's right. Statements
made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
Nope.
Well, shit.
Yeah, there we go. We've got a special show. So for the first hour, we're going to do like we normally do today. We'll talk about, the normal stuff. And then the last hour, we have for the 12th Congressional Georgia District, we have a candidate coming on to talk about what's going on with her run for Congress. And we'll hear her views, and we'll talk about how Islam is trying to take over Georgia. Tomorrow, Marjorie Taylor Greene, her spot is being primaried tomorrow in Georgia, so there is that. What else? I don't know, Brenda. We've got a chat full of action and entertainment lined up.
Oh my God!
My voice sounds as bad as it does. It's got to be allergies. It's got to be. Jesus Christ. Spring kills me.
I keep telling you, if you just pull that damn mic out of your mouth, you might be all right.
But can you hear me with it over here?
Yes.
Can you hear me well? I don't know. Maybe I'm just deaf. So there is that.
I think you just like that thing right there next to your mouth.
Yeah, it hides my ugly face.
I mean, can you hear me? You can hear me fine, right?
Let's see. Well, hold on a minute. I just got an emergency message here. Let me read.
Oh, God.
From Tori Branham, that's our guest. Well, she's going to have to reschedule. She's having some problems with, it looks like, people stealing her signs. Well,
right. Well, show is normal.
well, that's probably because she is on the campaign talking about all the Muslim activity in Georgia And so I'm sure she's being stalked and harassed. And we were going to help her with being stalked and harassed.
So that we could be stalked and harassed.
Well, I mean,
they're trying to take Texas too.
Well, we have the fire safety commissioner. Who else? We have a lieutenant governor candidate. We have a couple county representatives, and there's some other small state representatives as well. And I think like the school district, I did not realize the county I live in, Gwinnett, already has a board member that is trying to instill Shira law for children in Gwinnett County.
Oh no!
Yeah, and unfortunately, the county I live in is, well, it's not the color of Republican, whatever the Democrat color is, and they're trying really hard to take over.
Do these people not realize that you can't own? They don't like dogs. They don't like pets. Women, if you're not covered from head to toe, you can be in a lot of trouble.
They like goats.
Give me a couple of house goats.
They like goats. They like camels.
I ain't putting a damn camel in my house now.
Camel lover, this is Joe Biden.
Oh God, that's him. So.
I wanted to personally reach out to you and say thank you for your vote in our last campaign.
Yeah.
We greatly appreciate your financial support.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
At a time like this.
Chris, they've been doing it silently. And I was just made aware. I would have actually put in a run for a fire commissioner as a Republican, because the only candidate on the ballot is a Democrat, and she has no experience, and she lists Muslim and Shira law as her priority.
It's not too late. You got till November. Get out there.
No, I can't run. I've already looked it up. I have all the qualifications for the fire side, but they combine it with insurance. So I'd have to get my insurance license to sell insurance so that I could be a candidate. Yeah.
What?
Trust me, I'm going to be looking into that, because
that don't make a damn
she knows
sense.
nothing about fire. She knows nothing about public safety. She knows nothing about fire stuff. She will be setting all the requirements for fire departments in the state of Georgia. She's running unopposed, so she's already winning.
Okay, so I have an idea. You go in with her on the fire side, she can handle the insurance side. You get 2 for 1.
Yeah. Well, I've already reached out to some candidates and made them aware that I would be interested in being a assistant to help them keep up with stuff, because they can't keep up with everything. I mean, obviously they've got a job as a congressman and senator to do, but they can't keep up with everything. Like, they don't necessarily keep up with breaking news or public safety, or there's a lot of things they can't keep up with that get lost in the mix. I'm finding this out as I'm starting to dabble in politics, and it's
I'm telling you, Russia's looking better and better every day.
Well, see, here's what they're trying to do. The North can be conquered easily. I mean, honestly, the North can be conquered easily, and they've already taken out parts of Nashville, parts of Georgia, parts of Texas. So if you look on the map of bigger places, they're starting to slowly eat away at them. And so check your local ballots for county school board, county dog catcher, whatever the hell it is you're voting for. Probably dog catcher would be a good one.
Dog catcher. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, as soon as I saw that there was no Republican running, and that she was the only candidate, I was like immediately to the state website.
Oh shit.
I mean, I didn't even tell Mrs. Sportcat. I was going to fill it out. I think I got to raise like $1,200 and I think 100 signatures, but that wouldn't be hard to do. But
you could donate to yourself for all that.
Well, I mean, I would hit up all the fire departments, people I know, because they have no clue. She's not going to have any clue. So It's like Chris says, it's like being a professional fisherman in the Secretary of State. Well, you can be the Secretary of War because, you blow people up. So,
Well, hello, Wendell. Welcome back. What'd you do? Go have breakfast while you were
Tori
waiting?
says that the Muslims have been destroying her signs and they have police footage, but she can't get anybody to do much about it. She's in Georgia. She's running for the 12th congressional district. So if you look at Georgia on a map, picture Atlanta as a clock. She is got the section that is the tiptoe of Atlanta from like the 5 o'clock position, almost over to the coast, and then back up at like a little triangular shape. And sort of. So it's a district that already has a Republican. He's an incumbent. He's run for 5 years, and I'll be damned if I went and tried to look up things that he's done for the state of Georgia if I could find one.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So I was like, Tory Branham has the Sportcat endorsement, if that means anything. So I can't vote for. The people running for Marjorie Taylor Greens, which, by the way, there's a Muslim running for that position as well. So, Jesus Christ.
Oh, so that's what it was. Wendell went and ate some breakfast and then came back.
He did he bring enough to share? Nice.
He had corned beef, hash, and eggs, you little shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. I might have to have some of that toast. I think I have
some.
Have
sausage and biscuits. See, that's the Southern boy in me. The Southern boy that tells the Muslims to get the hell out of our country.
That takes longer to make, and you're not spending as much time telling people to get the hell out.
What are you talking about? Not if you go to Hardee's.
That's not real. It's not real food.
Says I'm running for the boss of Hazard County.
There you go.
Yeah, I really did. I would have thrown my name out there. So I'm going to look at getting my insurance license, what it requires. So
if all else fails, you can sit home on your butt and just sell insurance through your computer.
I have no desire to sell insurance.
I wouldn't either.
I
would be like, no.
But I want somebody that's in charge of, like somebody that's in charge of like the Georgia Highway Patrol, like for them to know what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. We had a Republican governor that put in a political cartoonist for that a few years ago. And Barack Obama appointed him to, made him head of VMS when he got elected. Jesus Christ. It's all about political favors and what you can do. So Denise says she's going to run for mayor of New York City. Denise, I have a feeling you would probably have a pretty good chance right now.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but they're well, let's just leave it at that. Well, if you're on the East Coast, it is currently 2:14 here in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's 2:14. If you're out on the West Coast, Los Angeles, out there where Gavin is, it's 11:14. 12:14 in Denver. Anchorage, don't know why I care, but it's 10:14 and it's 8 in the morning in Honolulu. For our fans and friends overnight in Perth, yeah, we're an hour early. We did that whole spring forward thing. So
I guess.
Yeah. So
I thought they were trying to do a vote to stop that and just leave time alone.
I think it's supposed to be coming up. He says he caught Brenda and Denise cheating on me in another show yesterday.
Oh, we were on Coley's show with Bigfoot Michigan Rob.
Oh, yeah.
We weren't on the show. We were in the chat. I'm a mod for Coley, so.
Yeah. I was supposed to be on her show, but I think that was the day Mom fell and hurt herself. So, and Denise has her broker's license. Denise, I may need you to
help him cheat, do his homework.
So yeah, Perth, it's 2 in the morning. We're an hour early, so you're really confused. If you're hearing this, we're not only an hour early, we're back. Sydney, yeah, we're still an hour early there. I don't know how time change works on the other side of the world. It's 5:16 in the morning in Sydney. Lord Howe, it's 5:16 there as well. Yeah, I don't know how. Are we the only ones that do it? The spring forward, fall back?
I guess.
We gotta be. I mean, I can't.
I mean, we're the only ones dumb enough to play that game. So, hey.
Wasn't it enacted by like Roosevelt or Eisenhower or I don't know, a president for the farmers? So
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. So, well, if you went outside, 66% illuminated tonight. If you're looking up at the big white globe, the moon, did you
have enough of that thing? It makes people crazy.
About the full moon, Brenda. We missed that,
and the blood moon, which makes people crazy. I'm tired of the moon. Go away, moon.
Well, our moon will be changing colors over the next couple of days, but that's because of man-made conditions. So we'll talk about that here in a few moments. So let's see, what else do we got? Well, there's where it's daylight and dark. Yeah, I guess we are the only ones that do it. I don't know. I'll have to research that. But the sun is still 10 minutes behind. So he says some parts of Australia change your time. So, okay. I don't know. We're the only weird ones, but the sun is still late. We're due for a time smear. So, yeah, it's happening. So, Chris says, my gym still hadn't changed the clock on the wall as of this morning. Well, I think I'm still working on the one on the microwave.
Hey, Jack came in here and changed ours, and I said, why are you changing the clocks? And he looked at me. He said, spring forward. I said, oh, it's that time again already? But I didn't even know.
We're due for a little bit more of winter next week here in the South. I mean, it won't be as harsh as it was, but we're due for a little bit more of winter. But we've already been breaking records, and it being, I think it was 83 in Knoxville the other day, like Sunday, and it broke records, or maybe it was Saturday.
Well, tomorrow and Wednesday, we're supposed to be getting some really bad storms, wind, tornado, hail, normal stuff.
Luckily, I have a little of that back pulled up in case something happened. So we'll talk a little about that. Wendell says if you washed your moon, it would not change colors. Well, Wendell, does your moon have skid marks? Just asking.
If you wash your moon, it will not change. Oh my God, Wendell.
Let's do some trivia, Brenda. We haven't done this in a while. Pop music, movie, geography, science, computers, literature, classical music, history, television, sports, languages, and miscellaneous. It's 16, he says. Man, I don't know what it is here currently. Well, it's 70 right now in Knoxville. So.
Do you want to do some TV?
Sure, we can do some TV. We haven't done
guess.
Let's see. Well, what comes up? General, cast, characters, plots, or specials. Wendell says his moon doesn't have skid marks. He washed it, so that's good. I didn't know you have good hygiene.
And we all wonder.
We're picking classical music. Good guess, Chris. Good guess.
And we wonder why Wendell is single.
But you know, Chris, there is a thing, and I would have to go back and look it up. There's a line of succession about how far away we are from. Was it Mozart was the most famous pianist, and I'm like 12 generations because of my music instructor. So we get a little certificate in music class. I was like, what the hell is this? And they're like, well, you're certified. Whatever. Well, I'll look it up. It was annoying. So what do you want to look at, Brenda? Tell me.
Let's do plots.
Plots. Ooh.
Yeah, it sounds funny.
All right. Well, now you know it's going to ask all kinds of other questions. U.S. shows from the 50s to the 2024. So, how do you spell? I don't even know how to spell piano.
Well.
Here. My piano ancestry from 1732 to 1809. Franz Joseph Haydn taught in Vienna. Then Ludwig van Beethoven from 1770 to 1827. And then Karl Kertzny from 1791 to 1857. He was in Vienna. Franz Linz from 1811 to 1886. Arthur Friedman from 53 to 32. Hubert Liverman, he taught from 14 to 24. And then my instructor, Thomas Daniel, I'm right after him. So I'm from Beethoven. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 5. So that's as close as I come to classical music. I'm 5th in line. You can't say that, can you, Brenda?
You know what? I'm lost because I thought you were talking about plots, and I'm like, what the hell?
No. I told you I was looking it up. So,
Oh.
Yeah, I'm 5th. So I'm 5th from Mozart.
What movie plots could there be in 1934? Okay, they didn't have it.
They had, well, did they? They had silent
I
film.
don't know.
All right. Well, what do you want to do? You want to do the 90s, the 80s, the 2000s? Where you want to go?
Let's see. We can
Yeah.
try the 2000s and see what that's all about.
Let's do show plots in 2000.
Now, everybody, drum roll, please. This is where we suck because we are really stupid. Okay.
These are TV plot descriptions from American TV that debuted between 2000 and 2004. A series about a counter-terrorist unit agent where each season focuses only on a day of his life. Monk, Lost, CSI, or 24?
24, I think.
24, yeah, it's 24 with Keith or Sutherland.
Okay, there you go.
Chris is even better, 5th. He's impressed. Yeah, I wish I was. Story of an alien boy that grows up in a Kansas town and experiences high school before becoming a reporter at a big city newspaper. Smallville, Malcolm in the Middle, Firefly, or One Tree Hill?
Ooh, I would have to guess on this one. Is it Smallville?
I think it's Smallville with Clark Kent.
Hey, there we go.
All right, so 2. Oh, near Mount Rainier, Washington, an enormous ball of light deposits a large group of people that have disappeared at various times since 1938 and have not aged since. The Shield, the 4400, Cold Case, or The Fairly Odd Parents. I thought this was a movie.
4400, maybe.
Yeah, I know it's not The Shield.
And I know it's not Cold Case.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with you on the 4400. We'll wait and see if anybody in the chat agrees, but I think it's the 4400. What was the movie with the guy that does the diabetes commercials?
The hell if I know.
They were brought out in an egg or something, and they went home. I don't know. All right. Student, why do people listen to us? I'm still trying to figure this out. Student progresses from high school to college while also operating as a PI under the tutelage of her detective father. Veronica Mars, Kim Possible, Lizzie McGuire, or Firefly? I have no idea.
Kim Possible.
You think that's it? Okay. Well, you sound like,
I guess.
Oh no, it's Veronica Mars. I should have waited for the chat. You sounded like you had that answer in a bag.
Well, Kim Possible kind of does the same thing, so that's fine.
Story of the employees, initially mostly interns of a teaching hospital. House, Scrubs, Cold Case, Nip Tuck.
Tuck.
Not Nip Tuck, no. I don't think it's House, because that was the doctor where he had each show was one case. So, and I think Cold Case was a documentary about missing people. So Chris
Is it
And
Scrubs?
She didn't say Scrubs, so yep, it is Scrubs. All right. So far, we've only missed one, thanks to Brenda.
Oh, shut up.
A pain medication dependent, unconventional, misanthropic medical genius leads a team of diagnosticians. I can't speak. God, my throat. At a teaching hospital in Jersey. Is it House, the OC, Nip Tuck, or Scrubs?
This one is House.
This one is House. I feel fairly confident this one is House. All right. So it's only going to get harder from here. An experimental division of the LA Police Department called the Strike Team prosecutes criminals and maintains peace while making a profit through illegal drug protection schemes and robbery. 24, Without a Trace, The Wire, or The Shield. I think The Shield was in New York City, wasn't it? So I don't think it was The Shield. But I'm not 100%. I know it's not 24, so I'm pretty.
No,
pretty
it's not 24.
I don't think it's Without a Trace. So that puts us down to The Wire in The Shield.
The Wire and Shield.
I remember the lead character in The Shield, but I can't.
The Wire, maybe? It might be The
Wire. I want to say it was Wire because I'm pretty sure The Shield was in New York. Chris says it's not The Wire, so it's got to be The Shield then.
Okay. All right. I've never seen The Shield, so I don't know.
Denise says The Shield. Okay. I knew that. Okay, that is correct. But I thought it was in New York City, but it's been a while. Story of a Philadelphia Police Department division that specializes in investigating unsolved crimes. Nip Tuck, Cold Case, The Wire, or The Shield. All right, so we know it's not The Wire. We just had that one, didn't we?
Wait.
No, we didn't have that one. So we just had The Shield, so we know it's not that. Nip Tuck, yeah, it doesn't sound like it. So that leaves us with Cold Case or The Wire. I'm going to say Cold Case, but what's everybody
else? That it looks like it's saying a story of Philadelphia police, but that's Cold Case does everything, I think. But we can go with Cold Case. That might be it.
Well, Chris says Cold Case. We'll wait and see if Denise has a Cold Case. So I'm thinking it's Cold Case as well. But are you thinking of 48?
No.
I'm
not thinking of 48.
We will go with Cold Case and we will be correct.
Okay.
Chris, thank you. All right. Story of the law firm Crane, Poole, and Schmidt that often deals in the often high-priced world of civil litigation. Justice League, Boston Legal, NCIS, or Rescue Me. Well, I can rule out Rescue Me, NCIS, and the Justice League. I can rule those three out. So
it is Boston Legal.
Justice. Yeah, they deal with things in a different way. Story of the acting career of a young A-list movie star and his childhood friends from Queens, New York City, as they navigate the unfamiliar terrain of Los Angeles. Lost, Entourage, Curb Your Enthusiasm, or Arrested Development. I got no clue.
I know it's not. I know it's not Lost. Okay. I know what that's about.
I'm pretty sure it's not Arrested Development. So I'm pretty sure. So we'll wait on you here.
What do we have left?
Well, we got Lost, Entourage, Arrested Development, and Curb Your Enthusiasm.
What about Entourage?
Entourage? We'll wait and see if anybody in the chat, because we want to get a good grade here.
Well, the clue is in what it says. They navigate through, and he's got a team with them, so it's a group of people. So I would say Entourage.
Okay, we'll go with it.
Where's Shiraz?
Oh, we are correct.
See, I'm right.
We got an A-, which is actually better than the average Joe. So most people only get 8 right. So there you go. All right. All right, let's move on. We got some catching up to do. So
yeah.
We'll go back to this one here, your favorite. This day's trivia. Oh God. This guy. This guy, Chris, why didn't you find somebody to hit him off while we were gone? Can you figure out this phrase? All right, so since we're on the radio, I'm going to have to spell this out. The top line is just a J with a space in a K. The second line is a 10 with a space with a capital Q and then a space and a capital A. All right, so can you figure out this phrase?
10QA.
Jack 10QA. Just kidding. I see this is a thing. We don't know. Chris, pick me up on this one. I have no clue. JK 10QA.
I got a guess. I think it says someone throw a brick through this guy's window. He an idiot.
Pretty sure that's not it.
Come on.
All right, well, we'll just do it to ourselves. We'll click for the answer and see. Hijacking. How the hell do you get hijacking out of that?
What?
Can you figure out the above phrase? J space K. The second line is 10QA. And the answer is hijacking. What? Can somebody please...
What?
Somebody tell me AI. Hold on a damn minute. I need to. Hold on. This is annoying me. Hold on. No, stop. Okay, fine. Hold on a minute. This is bothering me. How do I copy this image? Copy this image. Search with Google Lens. Yeah, that'll be a good idea.
Let's ask AI what it says about that.
No. I don't want to know. Sometimes AI annoys me. I want to be able to. I want to copy the image and send it through AI. Translate to English. Okay, yeah. Translate to English.
See, look at AI doesn't. AI's going to send you something back saying you're. Jesus Christ. They're going to send you something back saying you're stupid. What is this?
Yeah, probably. All right, what can we do down here? All right, so if I agreed with you, we'd both be wrong. This is the quote of the day from Russell Lines. Cedar Lake says the Jack and King cards are high above the 10 Queen and the ace in the image, so I assume hijacking. Okay, well, that makes more sense. Jack, King, 10 QA. Yeah, that makes more sense. So hijacking.
Oh, so it's like poker. Oh my God.
I haven't played poker in so long.
Oh my goodness.
This day on March 9th, the burning bed. In 77, battered housewife Francine Hughes kills her husband by pouring gasoline on him and setting fire to his bed while he was sleeping in their home. She had suffered 13 years of physical abuse by him. She then drove her children to the police station and confessed. She was tried for first-degree murder and found not guilty by reason of temporary insanity. Farrah Fawcett starred in the 1984 critically acclaimed TV movie, The Burning Bed, based on those events.
Huh.
She should have. Did she like dope him? Because it seems to me that I would wake up if Mrs. was pouring.
He was probably a drunk and he was probably passed out because he used to beat on her, right? So yeah. I think in the movie, I think he was drunk and like completely passed out.
Yeah. And you could just tuck his bed in real tightly while he's passed out and beat the hell out of him with a bat, then set him on fire.
Sure. Then she probably would have gotten in trouble. So
bound to get a visit from the FBI. So, yeah. This day in 1964, the Ford Mustang begins production of the new car. The Ford began production of the new car, the Mustang. Started at a base price of $2,368. Wow. It sold an industry record of 417,000 units in its first year. It was intended to be a mid-engine two-seater roadster, but it changed when the sale of the Thunderbird increased after adding a back seat. almost $2,400 for that classic 1964 Mustang.
Yeah, I used to have a 64. And
Wow.
back in 90, I had a 64, but mine was a standard, a stick shift.
I had an 84, I think.
Had a 351 Windsor engine in it and dual exhaust. Yeah, I loved that car.
I had an 84. It was after the Carter years. It had a 4-cylinder engine.
No, I wanted the classic. I got a classic.
Well, I mean, that was, I graduated in 85. So, I mean, I had an 84 Ford Mustang.
I acquired it. I stole it from a boyfriend and I acquired it.
That damn thing ran forever. I drove it. My mom drove it. My wife drove it. I think Tiffany drove it. And then we parked it in the driveway, and it was like a second vehicle for like the teenage kids. And I think all of my kids, with the exception of Paige, and hell, half the neighborhood bought it. And then it was still going. Yeah, I mean, it was still going. And
Yeah.
one of the kids offered to buy it from me. He wanted to make a dragster out of it, and he did.
And that's because back then they built cars.
Yeah,
Now they're plastic. Chris, that Cedar Lake, that vehicle is probably the safest thing she could drive on the road right now. Because anything hits her, those things were made metal.
Metal, but the airbags are so much better. So I don't know about that. Now, I will say that the new E Mustang, I mean, it's supposed to fly. I mean,
they're all plastic.
Well,
I don't care how fast they are. They're all plastic.
But they got all the airbags in them.
You have to have airbags when you're driving around in plastic, for shit's sakes.
Well, okay. When you're driving around in metal cars, you have to have airbags.
Yeah, come on. Get out of here, you wiener. We used to sit in the back of the windshield and without seatbelts, and we survived.
Well,
did your mom put you in the car and put pillows all around you to protect your head?
My mom learned to drive at a late age because of her divorce. And what was that car? It was something. It was a I can see it. It was a Ford. Was it a Torino hatchback? She learned to drive in it. And no, I was thrown down in the floorboard, hit the dash. So, my mom told me, I begged her, please don't drive, Mom. Please don't drive.
You're still saying, Mom, please don't drive. Please.
I'll have to ask what kind of car it was. I want to say it was a Torino hatchback. So, but I don't remember.
Also had one of them El Caminos.
Oh, the ones with the pickup in the back. If I could restore a car, I would find a Ford Ranchero. That would be the one I would restore.
Yeah.
Because it was the Gran Torino front end with a pickup bud on the back.
Yeah.
If I could afford it in a new house. So Cedar says, excuse me, I only got a concussion from hitting the back of the head on the station wagon. Yep. It's a 2021 Honda now, and it's paid off. Good for you. So Wendell drove a 67 Mercury Cougar. So,
let's see. I also had a 57. Had a 57 Chevy 3 in the tree pickup.
How the hell did you have that? You're the same age as me.
But back then in the 80s, I could buy vehicles like that.
I guess I couldn't.
That's how I learned how to drive a stick, was a 3 in the tree.
I learned to drive a stick in a Toyota pickup. So I had a Toyota. That was back when the Toyota pickups were reasonable, and bought that. It was an 87 Toyota pickup, and I drove the crap out of it. I wish I still had it. So. This day in 1945, March 9th, the bombing of Tokyo, the most destructive bombing in history. We've broke that record. Over the night, March 9th through the 10th, 1945, the U.S. executes a firebombing raid over Tokyo. It's regarded as the single most destructive bombing raid in human history. 16 square miles of central Tokyo are destroyed. 267, 171 buildings destroyed, and over 100,000 civilians killed, and 1 million left homeless. So, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, maybe we haven't beat that record yet. We're working on it.
I don't know. I'm not. There's something strange about
Trump
what's
says,
happening
hold
right
my
now.
beer. Yeah. Pancho Villa. I remember studying about him in high school. He raids New Mexico on this day in 1916. The Mexican revolutionary Pancho Villa leads 1,500 guerrillas into New Mexico, killing 17 Americans and 80 of Villa's men. He opposed the U.S. support of the newly elected Mexican president and had led the raid in order to obtain military supplies to aid his fight against the Mexican president. Woodrow Wilson responded by sending 7,000 troops. Well,
Dang, I am so
there you go. You bring your 80 men, we got 7,000. So
I am cold.
well, you're a woman. What do you expect?
70 degrees outside right now, and I'm freezing my bikuti. Shut up. I'm a woman.
Battle of the Ironclads and the end of wooden warships on this day in 1862 was the first combat of the ironclad warships, bringing about the end of the wooden warships. USS Monitor and the CSS Virginia engaged in a battle off the coast of Virginia during the American Civil War, ending in a standoff. The Confederate Navy created the CSS Virginia by adding iron plates to the captured Union steam frigate USS Merrimack. 2 months later, the Virginia was trapped by Union forces, so its crew blew it up rather than allow it to fall into the hands of the Union. It sank in a storm off the coast of the Carolinas.
Is that what we do now? We just blow it up so nobody else gets it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I got some suggestions.
Chris is making fun of you. Chris, how cold is it in Illinois? In 1562, Naples, Italy makes it a crime to kiss in public, punishable by death. Wow. Wow. Was that
well, dang.
What the hell was that? What happens if you slip her the tongue? Jesus Christ.
God, don't slap her in the hiney when you're walking by.
Grab that ass.
Death penalty.
The Heart of Juliet Jones. This day in 1953, the Heart of Juliet Jones comic strip soap opera premiered. It was created by Elliot Kaplan and drawn by Stan Drake. I don't remember that one.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't remember that one at all, but it would have been out of my genre. I know who Stan Drake is, but okay. This day in 1946, metal barriers collapsed during a soccer game in England, causing a stampede. 23 people were killed. Grant commissioned as a lieutenant general this day in 1864. Ulysses S. Grant is commissioned lieutenant general, the highest rank in the Army. He assumed command of the Union Army the following day. The first Confederate currency. This day in 1861, Confederate currency is authorized in denominations of 50, 100, 500, and 1,000. I would like to have gotten some of that. The French Foreign Legion is established this day in 1831. They're still in existence. So, birthdays today: Emmanuel Lewis. Remember him? He was from Webster. He was 3'6", so he was right. He was your height, Brenda.
Yeah, I was scared.
You're scared of Emmanuel Lewis? Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't even know how to respond to that.
Yeah, well, it happens.
He was 3 foot tall, Brenda.
Yes, I know. I'm scared of little people.
Emmanuel Lewis must still be alive because they don't have a death date. So, yeah, I would say so. Maybe we should find him and have him do a little video for Brenda.
No, I'm good. I'm okay.
The first man in space was born this day in 1934. Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin In 1961, he was the first man in space aboard the Soviet Vostok 1. Craft orbited Earth for 108 minutes, making him the first human to orbit the Earth. His response of "let's go" shortly before launch became a phrase in the Eastern Bloc referring to the beginning of the space age.
108 minutes.
He was awarded the Hero of Soviet Union. I guess that's their medal. This was his only
I'm not buying it.
He was a flight instructor and died in a plane crash during a routine training mission. Well, that's just less than 2 hours. So, I mean, I guess he could have done it. So, he would kick Webster's ass. He was a pocket-sized tornado. This day in 1451, Italian explorer with which America is named. One of the first to recognize North and South as new continents. Amerigo Vespucci, born this day in 1451. I bet you didn't know that. Did you know that?
I honestly did not know that.
I did not know that. I did not know that our country was named after an Italian explorer. So
I really don't care.
Interesting. He didn't find it. Columbus found it, or whoever.
Yeah, sure. I think it's Pocahontas probably found it, and they just don't want to give her credit.
Yeah. But it was named after a 1451 explorer. So, all right.
Our history's nothing but a lie. I don't believe any of it. Shit.
I was just doing a deep dive down the rabbit hole on that over the weekend, but I have to be careful what I watch here because, well, Jamie Lynn Bauer, born this day in 1949, who was Laura Lee Brooks' apprentice on The Young and the Restless. I don't remember her. I mean, I probably would if I saw her face.
What's that, the back of her head? Oh, well, that's something.
Bobby Fischer, born this day in 1943, American chess champion. The first American to win the World Chess Championship. Raul Julia, born in 1940 on this date. She was a Puerto Rican actor from The Kiss of Spider Woman, 1985, in The Addams Family. Why do I not know her? So she was Gomez in The Addams Family. So why does Wendell know this history?
Now, Wendell, you know what? Prove it. Go dig his ass up. I want to see the bones.
I have so many questions. How did a monkey? Never mind.
The first monkey that went to space is buried in Huntsville. What?
I need a tombstone. I need something. Maybe there's a memorial. Mickey Gilley. He was born this day. Remember him? He was an American country singer. He opened Gilley's, which was a bar. And it was a bar stage in the first Mechanical Bull, El Toro. So, and it was I did not know this. That was the focus for the urban movie Urban Cowboy. His cousins included Jerry Lee Lewis and TV evangelist Jimmy Swaggart. Wow. Room Full of Roses, 1974. Don't the Girls All Get Prettier at Closing Time, 1976. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
It's called Beer Goggles.
Jack Daniels.
I can't wait to get my new chair so I can lay back in it while we're doing the show.
Well, Brenda, you already contribute so little. Why not just go to sleep on the show?
You know what? Shut up. My back hurts really bad. That's why I keep rocking, you jerk.
Carl, I thought you just had a twitch. I thought I gave you a twitch. I was happy about that.
I always rock when I hurt.
An American Emmy-winning actor for the Donna Reed show. It was Donna's husband. He played Judd for the defense. I don't remember him. Born this day in 1921. Creator of the detective Mike Hammer. Mickey Spillane, born this day in 1918. He was an author that created the detective Mike Hammer. Sold over 100 million books and inspired several TV series and movies. He started out as a comic book writer, working on Captain America, Human Torch, and the Submariner. They were talking about the guys in the underwater, those guys. So,
well, that guy's standing there like this with his legs spread. Looks like he's doing the MC Hammer.
Well, no, that's a different guy. Huntsville, according to Chris, Huntsville pulls in large amounts of dead monkey tourist revenue. So, and Brenda is yelling at us that he's at the Space Center. So, there's a dead monkey at the Huntsville Space Center for anybody listening that wants to go take a.
So he's not buried in the ground. He's just there. Is he on display?
They got a mosque, and he's in the middle of the Space Center Museum with
my God.
With a life-size carving of him. And you can go to the gift shop and you can buy dead monkey plushies. So.
I'm just going to have to go to Huntsville, I guess, and get me a dead monkey plushie.
I'm making a lot of this up. I have no clue.
Well, I like the way you think. Maybe we should design that.
Instead of Huntsville and... Stay in 1890, Vyacheslav Mikhailovich Molotov, the Soviet communist leader, he's the Soviet foreign minister for whom the Molotov cocktail is named.
Oh,
so there you go. His grave is outside, so you have to stand out in the cold to see the dead monkey. This day in 1890, American cartoonist R.B. Fuller is born. He created Okie Dokie.
Okie Dokie. Okie Dokie, let's go see the monkey.
Just one show back, and we can't even
behave.
We've already got talk of dead monkeys. Founder of Stanford University, Leland Stanford, born this day in 1824. He was a politician, a railroad builder, a philanthropist, president of the Central Pacific Railroad and the South Pacific Railroad, and he founded Stanford University. And then he commissioned them to film a horse galloping in order to determine if the horse ever lifts all four hoofs from the ground while galloping, a much debated issue. This is considered the first attempt at motion pictures. They do have all four off the ground, don't they? Yeah. At one point in time, all of them are. Actually, he pulls himself forward and he's propelling forward, and then he lands on his back feet and pushes forward, and then he comes back and repeats. I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm already talking. So we've got dead monkey talk in how horses don't touch the ground when they run. Today is National Barbie Day. Did you ever have a Barbie, Brenda?
Yeah, but I would take its heads off and put thread through it with a needle and hang it from my ceiling fan. Just the heads. I like to watch the hair go around, you know.
Just the head. You like?
I hated Barbies. I hated them.
Yeah, well, me too. I just like the head. So, Chris says, I have to admit, I would have to stop and see the monkey if he was in a glass box. I'm telling you, it's Adelaide Cup Day. Amerigo Vespaci Day, Bangklang Day, Canberra Day, Commonwealth Day of Canada, 8-hour days. What the hell does that mean? Is there 8 hours today? I don't know. Fill our Staplers Day. We only do it once a year. Joe Franklin Day. How the fuck can I not get a day when
I don't know, but we have a Chimera Day every couple weeks. What is that?
It's National American Paddlefish Day, National Crab Meat Day, National Dishwasher Day. The damn dishwasher can get a day, but I can't. National False Teeth Day, National Get Over It Day.
There you go. Get over it.
Benefactor Days. It's National Meatball Day.
They did that one just for you, Glenn. National Get Over It Day.
National Shane Day. Shane even has a day. Not even know who the hell Shane is. It's Karanaki's anniversary, and it's World Kidney Day. Be nice to your kidneys. Drink some water today with that Mountain Dew.
Go donate one.
Go donate. No, you need it.
You can live with one.
Well, yeah, but then what happens if you're in a car wreck driving an all-metal car and
Well,
the one kidney you have? See, Brenda?
Then God will take care of you because you gave a good kidney to somebody else to be able to live.
The imaginary thing in the sky. I'll take care of you. National Napping Day. And we talked about that. We talked about that. Barbie Day. We talked about that. Let's see here. What else?
It's actually Barbie Day.
There's a Barbie Day. So false teeth day, Brenda. It's your day. False teeth day.
Woohoo!
Day. National Meatball. I'm so tempted to yell, "Mom, make me a meatball sandwich," but she probably would.
Gripe the whole entire time.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. All right. So what else?
Ow.
You've heard my house here lately. 141 BC.
Leave your mother alone.
Liu Chao, posthumously known as the Emperor Wu of Han, assumes the throne of the Han dynasty and rules for 54 years. Interesting. 1522, Martin Luther begins preaching his Invocata sermons in the German city of Wittenberg, reminding citizens to trust God's word rather than violence, helping to bring a close to the revolutionary stage of Reformation. Let's see. Oh, it was Wendell. Okay. Let's see. 1776, Adam Smith publishes the first economics book, The Wealth of Nations. 1918, Russian Bolivchak, I probably pronounced that wrong, party is renamed the All-Russian Communist Party, so we can say it easier. 1933, Congress is called into a special session by Franklin D. Roosevelt, beginning its 100 days, during which it passes 77 laws. You mean to tell me there was a Congress that could actually get something done? Wow.
Well, and here's something else.
Roosevelt.
Here's something else that'll piss you off. A dead monkey has got a Wikipedia.
I don't have a Wikipedia. I need a Wikipedia. I need a Wikipedia and an IMDb page. Space dog Laka is launched to her death. In 1961, Sputnik #9 carries and returns from orbit a dog named Chernchuska Blackie. Wait a minute. What name? I don't know. I just offended somebody, I'm sure. Frogs and a guinea pig. What the hell? Name Chimshuka, which I guess means Blackie, but it doesn't look like a black dog in the picture. It looks
No, that's not.
I don't know. Apparently, frogs and guinea pigs went along for the rides, and no word on if the frogs or guinea pigs survived. So,
Oh my God.
I am not making this up. I am just reading. Chris says Huntsville don't care about no damn space dog. I want to know what happened to the frogs and the guinea pig. This day in TV and film, 1981. Dan Rather becomes the primary anchor of the CBS Evening News. Back when you could believe CBS. So
Dan Rather, huh?
Yeah, you could believe CBS then because Dan Rather said it. Or NBC when Tom Brokaw said it. He was a hell of a man too. So 1842, Gillespie Verdi's opera Nabokondasora, later retitled Nambakuga, premiered at the La Sala in Milan. All right, Chris, just give me hell. So I'm not going to even try. 1908 Italian softball club Inter Milans is formed. Why the hell do I do this? I can't pronounce half this shit. Don't you understand I'm redneck? I don't understand this shit. Why are we named after an Italian explorer? 1796, my whole life is a lie. 1796, Napoleon Bonaparte marries Josephine de Bahuma. Shit. Some French people, they got married.
Shit. Some French people.
1959. I just I've offended the French, the Muslims, the Russians. Oh, and we're only the first hour in, ladies and gentlemen.
That is the ugliest Barbie.
You've offended the whole Barbie Club fan by
good, because that's an ugly Barbie right there.
Whoa! Wait a minute! Didn't the original Blondie Barbie didn't have blonde hair?
Yes, it did. That's like her sister. One? Oh well. Oh, I don't know. That was way before my time.
It's her sister, Josephine. She dyed her hair brown. Jesus Christ. This day in 1974, Hiro Onada surrenders. If you tuned in here for important information, you're probably not going to get it. Japanese Imperial Army officer Hiro Onada, one of the last World War II holdouts, finally surrenders 29 years after the war ended. For nearly 3 decades, he hid in the jungle of the Philippines, refusing to believe that Japan had surrendered, despite the fact that leaflets announcing the end of the war had been airdropped. Eventually, his former commanding officer had to personally travel to the Labang Island. That was before it was called Epstein Island, and order him to surrender.
Well, you had to buy that from somebody. I don't know.
1990. I like the name Labang better. 1993, silent twins. Jennifer Gibbons dies. Okay. Leaving her only twin, June. For nearly 30 years, Jennifer and June only spoke to each other, speaking often in their own private language. They were nicknamed the silent twins in school. They would only speak to each other, refuse to write, and even mirror each other's actions. They would mirror each other's actions. Wow. As the women got older, they began committing petty crimes and eventually landed in a psychiatric facility. And I know this is going to take a dark twist. It is there where the silent sister Jennifer would pass away from sudden inflammation of the heart. After that, June began speaking as she had been doing it her whole life.
Because she had been.
Why did this take a dark twist? They only talked to each other in their only language, and they used to commit petty crimes, and then they went to a psychiatric facility.
Oh, my God.
Wendell says the Vikings and the Templars come to America long before Columbus got lost. Yeah, Eric the Red. 1997, the notorious B.I.G. Biggie is murdered. Is he dead? Christopher George Latore Wallace, better known as the notorious B.I.G. or Biggie Smalls, was killed in a drive-by.
I think he is, actually.
Yeah, he was leaving a Soul Train party. Chevrolet Impala pulled up alongside his vehicle. An occupant in the Impala opened fire. And Biggie was struck by 4 bullets. So he died during surgery at the Cedar Sinai Medical Facility.
Sounds kind of familiar.
Rest in peace, Biggie, but rest in peace. I think I actually know one of his songs. Don't ask me. Just don't ask me. I don't know.
B.I.G.
Yeah, he's the notorious Biggie. Let's see what else. We talked about 1945. We blew up a lot of shit. In 1796, some French people got married. 1841, U.S. Supreme Court in the United States versus Amistad ruled 7-1 favor in group of illegally enslaved Africans who were captured off the U.S. coast after seizing control of a Spanish schooner. La Amistad justices ruled that the Africans should be set free. 1862, that was the Civil War Ironclads battleship. We talked about that. We talked about Pancho, Barbie, and we talked about her.
I really just want to know, Chris's comment. That looks nothing like Barbie. You paid that much attention to Barbie, Chris?
KG is here. He's still on the last time zone. He shows up an hour late. 1964, the U.S. Supreme Court in New York. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, no, they're not. The Supreme Court's actually in Washington, D.C. They've ruled the New York Times versus Sullivan raised the standard for public officials to prove they've been libeled in their official capacity by news organizations. And, well, we have Lindsay every time a bill gets passed. He wants millions of dollars added to it for him.
I am so glad that's all over with.
No, it's not. It's
Crap.
not. It's not. Did they ever fund Homeland? I think you can fund it.
Look, there's been so much going on. I just
I
finally
think it-
shut everything off and turned on Scooby Doo. It was better for my brain.
Agreed. It's the 68th day of 2026. If you're in Australia, you're in the 69th day. We're behind you guys. So let's see what else. Then we talked about Barber, talked about Samuel Barber, Mickey Spillane. We talked about all those people. Let's see.
Somebody recently died like a few days ago. Oh God,
Jesse Jackson died. Jesse Jackson.
No, this was a female too, so that would be number 2. God, who was she? She was
Today's
a movie star.
quote, authors want their names down in history. Want to keep the smoke coming out of the chimney by Mickey Spillane. Today's number 148,221,675. That's the miles flown by the space shuttle during discovery during its 26 years of operation. So, and thanks to your senator, it's being moved to Texas at a cost of millions of dollars. So,
what are they moving to Texas?
One of the space shuttles. They're moving it out of the National Air and Space Shuttle Museum because your Senator Ted, whatever his name is,
Cruz.
Yeah, he wants it in Texas. So it will be available for the whole world in America to see at the air and space. We're going to spend millions of dollars to move it across the country just for his fat ass.
Marie Osmond.
Marie Osmond passed away?
Yes.
I
knew it would come to me. Also, we're getting our own stock market. You know how they got Wall Street?
We already have the
we're getting one. It's not going to be called Wall Street. It's going to be called Y'all Street.
What
Y'all Street. Yeah.
Is this a Southern thing?
Because everybody in New York's moving here, and we can't take the name Wall Street, so we're calling it Y'all Street. It's okay. It's okay, Glenn. It's okay.
Let's see. 11 days until spring begins. Question of Ryan Haw, Y'all Street. Yeah, he'd sue.
Yeah.
So, question of the day. I know why the colors of a rainbow refract in the order they do, but why do rainbows bend? There you go, Brenda. Why does it bend, and why is red always on the bottom?
You don't want me to tell you because you wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Yeah. It bend because the Earth is round. So there you go.
No.
Looking at the frost map. If you're looking at the frost map, well, if you're up in the Great North in Idaho and parts of Oregon and Washington, it's going to be later than normal. But as you drop down towards the Mid-South, it's going to be nearly normal. But the entire South and the Atlantic coast, all the way up to Boston, actually, and back over to California, it's going to be earlier than normal. So, but it's going to be later than normal in deep Florida and deep Texas. Why is that, Brenda?
I don't know.
Right,
because we're late on doing everything, I guess. I have no idea.
We'll go to breaking news and see if there's anything new here because, well, you know, we're... Pentagon has identified the 7th U.S. service member killed in the Iran war. Let's see. Iran named... Okay, hold on. So that's not the name of this guy. All right, well, we'll get to that. Iran has named their new Ayatollah to succeed the late father. So, and apparently he's even more hardline than his daddy. So he's going to be in charge of the Iranian armed forces and any decisions about Tehran's nuclear program. So they're just taunting him. Oil prices are surging, depending on who's gauge, you believe, from 7% to 22%. So the Asian market crashed overnight. Let's see. Okay, here it is. 26-year-old staff sergeant, Army staff sergeant from Kentucky. He was the 7th U.S. service member who was killed during the Iran war. He was wounded on the base in Saudi on March 1. The Pentagon said the first 6 deaths were Army reservists killed at the Kuwaiti port. He was Space Force. But he's only been brought back. So let's see. Officials say at least 7 mariners have been killed around the Strait of Hormuz. All right. They were on recent attacks of merchant vessels. Oh, that's not good. Tom Brady in the Fanatic Flag Football Classic switched from Saudi Arabia to Los Angeles. The venue swap for the March 21 inaugural competition, featuring numerous NFL players and coaches, comes amid the Iran war and travel advisories. So it was slated to be in the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, I guess, but instead they're going to BMO Stadium, which is a site where it made its debut in 2020, or it will make its debut in the 2028 LA Games. All right. Macron proposes a multinational mission to escort tankers once the war stops. He proposes that, well, maybe we shouldn't wait till the war stops, but that's the French, always waiting to the end. Let's see. Yemen has welcomed the new Ayatollah. He has got billions of dollars, and he owns lots of property in the United Kingdom, the new Ayatollah. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. He's very wealthy, and he owns multiple mansions in the UK. So, a priest has been killed in the Israeli shelling of southern Lebanon, according to the media reports. Let's see if it says who it is. No, they don't say. It just says it was a priest that was killed. Britain's defense secretary says the UK is conducting air defense to support the UAE. So they're going to help them after Trump told them to go fly a kite. So,
okay.
Well, the kids would be excited about this. To save fuel, Pakistan announces they're closing all schools. Interesting. So we're going to have a 2-week school closure, which will affect about 40 million students in a country of roughly 250 million. That sounds like an idea for us. Maybe we should do that.
Close the schools.
Dramatic camera video shows a man walking next to a road as a huge explosion occurs. He then falls, apparently injured, while another person rushes to help him. I guess that's one of the Iranian missiles that fell in Israel. A top Iranian official says economic pain, not diplomacy, will end the war. And that's what I'm afraid of. They're not going to give up. And Trump's hard-headed. He's not going to give up. So this is going to turn into a nasty ground war that I didn't vote for. So Putin says Russia increases oil and gas supplies to reliable partners. Well, that's not us. So because the Middle East is crippled. Roy Cooper, a Democratic Senate candidate in North Carolina, worries Iran is a forever war. Well, he's not alone in his worrying. So he was a former North Carolina governor. So Turkey summons the Iranian ambassador after NATO defenses intercept a missile. See, they're part of the UN. So if they've bombed Turkey, then they're going to have to enact Article 5, which, Jesus. So. Oh, here we go. Here it is. We were talking about this. It was breaking as we were coming on. Trump will provide an update on Iran and answer questions from reporters. It's supposed to begin at 5:30. That's after the markets close. Shocker. He's going to wait till the market closes to tell us that, this is because can we not send troops in? I mean, honestly, At this point, we've fucked it up so bad. We're going to have to send troops in. I mean, I don't know any other way out of this, and I don't want it. So, no sign that Iran has moved the uranium at the nuclear site, according to the UN. So, and I'm afraid that's what he's going to send Delta Force in, is to get that, and they're going to get probably severely injured or decapitated. So, thousands rallied Iran, the capital, to show support for the new supreme leader. So, throngs of people poured out into Ingablahaba, Revolution Square in Tehran. I don't give a fuck, to say their support. So, oh, he's holding a news conference before he leaves for Florida. Well, that's so nice of him. What's he going to Florida for? So,
probably going home. He's probably going to go change his clothes and go golfing.
He's spending Monday at his Miami area golf club, having many important meetings and phone calls. Bullshit.
I told you he's going to go play golf.
He's going to go play golf in Miami. The world is going to hell, and he's going to go play golf.
Hey, if I had a golf course, that's where I'd be.
Second nuclear site has been struck, according to the UN. Macron orders naval deployment to the Mediterranean after a Cyprus attack. Well, that's good for you. Israel diplomat says his country will target anyone with radical ideas, including Iran's new leader. Lebanon's president says Israeli Hezbollah fighting could turn his country into another Gaza. Trump says Australia is handling the Iranian women's soccer team situation. So, well, that's good. They have been locked up in asylum, I think it's called, in Australia.
What?
Yeah. They spoke out against the Shah or the Grand Poobah or whatever the hell he is. So now they go home, they'll be beheaded. So
God.
Europeans call for an emergency UN Security Council meeting on the Lebanon fighting. Turkey warns Iran after a second missile has entered its airspace. So, Anthropic is suing the Trump administration to undo its supply chain risk designation. So remember they kicked him out of there. So
yeah.
So well, I'm telling you, this is going to turn into $200 a barrel oil, which is going to send our prices over, send us into an energy crisis, and it's going to cause the UA to back out of all the AI stuff that they're doing for us, and it's going to crash it's just going to be ugly. So Putin says that he's ready to help Europe with their energy supplies. Well, that was just a few minutes ago. Russian President Vladimir Putin says that the U.S.-Israel war with Iran has sparked a global energy crisis, but he's offered to help ease the situation with oil and gas supplies to European countries. So, well, that's nice of him. So, all right, well, good for him. So he's going to help out Europe. So, yeah, what's going to happen next? So, people called for a ceasefire. And the UK strategic oil reserve, they said they had less than 2 days left. So yeah, it's a mess. So and we're gonna I'm telling you, we're gonna have long gas lines. We're gonna return to a 1980s crisis. I'm like 100% sure of this now.
Yeah, but at least in 1980, the gas wasn't through the roof.
What are you talking about? In 1978, you couldn't find any.
Well, yeah, but still, at least it wasn't too high when you did find it.
You get it for $1 a gallon, but yeah, you can only get it on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Yep, makes it so much better, Brenda.
I'll just camp out here Monday night until they open. Kind of like waiting to go to a concert.
God help me, why'd I put up with it? Oil prices are higher than they've been since 2022. And now Trump is saying they're not going to rule out boots on the ground. Yeah, see, I don't like hearing that. So
ours hasn't gone up yet.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Arizona turns over records from the 2020 election audit to the FBI. That was 2 minutes ago, so we'll follow that. Trump won't rule out seizing Iranian oil, he said in a phone call 40 minutes ago with NBC. Oh, good. Oh, why not? We'll steal it from Venezuela. We'll steal it from them too. So
This is mine. This is mine.
GOP Republican Kevin Kelly is going to leave the party to become independent. He's a Republican in California. He says it's effective immediately. Today, I'm asking the clerk of the U.S. House of Representatives to have that reflected in the official roster. So it's based on his political survival versus a re-election with the GOP. So, yeah, there is that. Trump's holding the press conference. We talked about that. Iran has signaled they're going to play the long game, and they're going to try and break the world with a $200 guy because they can afford it. They can take the hit. We can't. Yeah. Ukraine evaluating 11 countries that they want to have for help fighting Iran. What, Ukraine is fighting Iran too? Right.
You mean Irene?
Trump's sons aim to profit off fresh demand for drones under the father's presidency. His oldest son, Don Jr. and Eric, are investing in a new drone manufacturer called Paws. Aims to fill some of the U.S. demand following a nationwide ban on foreign-made drones. So let me get this straight. Them and Lindsey Graham are going to make a ton of money off of this shit.
Apparently so.
Nice. People are dying and the rich are getting richer. So nice.
Well, that's what war brings. That both sides get rich. Anybody that's involved in it, they make money. They don't care. Nobody cares about us. Did you all not hear Michael Jackson's song?
Just beat
it. They don't know. Because they don't care about us. They don't care. They don't care how many lives they take. They don't care. As long as they get their pockets full of money, they're happy. All of them.
Oh yeah. I had hope for Trump.
I need to run for one of these frickin' things. That way I can just sit around and make money and not care. Yeah. Really? Is that what it takes? That's what you put on your application, right?
Yeah. But I can't be insurance commissioner in
pick my ass and do nothing and make a pocket full of money. What the hell?
Yeah. Let's see what else we got there. This is talking about where all the stuff is. We're going to show that a little bit better in a minute. So we'll move on from this one. I thought this was interesting. Our DEFCON threat. Yeah. Let's see. NATO intercepts a second missile. Yeah, we talked about that. Oh, +5 more. Okay, more. Let's see what this let's see. Southcom strikes. Okay. Oh yeah, we probably killed some more fishermen. CENTCOM issues a civilian warning to Iran and closes 3 U.S. embassies. Well, we've already had one bomb. Iran strikes Kuwaiti infrastructure overnight. Well, that's not good. And we're trying to get security in the Strait of Hormuz. That's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So we're at DEFCON 3 currently. According to published reports, the United States is at DEFCON 3. Which is like increased readiness. So, but I think it's probably higher than that, and they're not telling us. So, let's see. So, here in the U.S., because of the threats, if we had a purple or red or yellow marble, whatever the hell it was that George Bush pulled out when 9/11 happened, and with the threat color, I'd say we're not at yellow anymore. I'd say we're at red. New York, Washington, D.C., New Orleans, major metropolitan areas such as Los Angeles, major events and public gatherings. So this is where the threat is the highest at the moment. New York City, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes, they had a attempted car bombing. They had 2 IEDs thrown. DC is, well, it's always chaotic. Not really sure why they want to target New Orleans. Maybe because it's a port city. I get LA, so I get that.
Airport in Kansas City.
Yeah, airport in Kansas City, airport out of Nashville going into Atlanta, wasn't
Florida,
it?
yeah. Florida.
Top 10 countries most likely to suffer a missile attack. Well, Iran, yeah. Ukraine, Israel, Yemen, Lebanon, Russia, North Korea, South Korea, Taiwan, and Syria. Let's talk about this Korean thing for a minute. South Korea is getting a little edgy for North Korea, and they haven't fired off missiles at them yet, but they've been testing them. If that shit goes hot, we can't help them. We can't help them. If the shit goes hot in Taiwan, we can't help them. Yeah. But Trump probably thinks we can. Jesus Christ. So
we'll put 6 of our best guys on it.
Yeah. Right in a camel. This comes from iranstrikemap.com. This is actually, I hate the colors, but for displaying for you guys and gals, but it's actually a pretty good graphic because you see all of Iran, then down here you see Israel. But what's really cool about this is you can see where the most recent strikes were, and you can also see where the military is currently engaged. So it's pretty interesting. I don't know that the placement is 100% correct for security's sake, but it does show the general area where U.S. military is operating. So you can check that out if you want at iranstrikemap.com. And then there's the story maps that you can look at, and it's updated daily to show where the most recent bombings were and the number of bombs and the size of the bombing. If you want to check that out, I'm just over the news. And of course, Iran at livemap.com, liveusamap.com. You can go and see where the vessels are, where the warnings are. This one's actually pretty good because it'll give you live warnings when they have incoming things. So it's pretty good. Let's jump into some news here. It's not much better than what we got. It's not much better than what we've been talking about. All right. So starting off from ABC, Iran is activating, or they may be activating, sleeper cells from outside the country.
No.
We just named off some of the cities that are the highest threat level, but I'm telling you, they're not going to go for those. Those are hard targets. They're going to go for like a Des Moines, a Knoxville, some Yakima, Washington. They're going to go somewhere where it's a soft target. So, but supposedly that the intelligence agencies have received communications for an operation trigger for sleeper assets to be activated. And I want to point out something. It says here, according to a federal government alert sent to law enforcement agencies, that government alert was not sent. The president killed it. He said that it didn't need to go out to public safety. This was on Friday, and I was so pissed about this. Because all the intelligence agencies, the FBI, CIA, all of them went to him with their threat assessment, and they're like, "The shit's about to get bad." I think they really expected shit to pop off over the weekend, to be perfectly honest with you, which some did. We'll get to that. But the president, the White House, killed it. They said, "No, do not release that. That would scare the American public."
Ugh.
I'm sorry. I'm an American citizen. If you have that information, I have a right to be scared. If I need to go to the grocery store and I'm going to be blown up, I need to be scared. So, yeah.
I'm so sick of that. We can't tell them about aliens. They'll get scared. We can't tell them that planes could fall from the sky. They'll get scared. Oh, God, don't tell them if they're going to get blown up. They'll get scared. That's shit. Maybe if they know, they can keep their eyes open and inform anybody if something weird is going on. Yeah, dumbass.
Exactly. I agree. So, at any rate, the alert is operational, but it should be elevated, in my opinion. So, everybody, if you go out, have 2 ways out of anywhere you're at, 2 exits. Wherever you go, have 2 clear exits you can get out of. Never let people get behind you. If you have someone with a knife, please make sure that you have something that goes bang that will protect you. You know, Jesus. I don't know. I can't give. So, soldier who died from the attack in Saudi Arabia was nothing less than a hero. Sergeant Benjamin in Pennington. He died on March 8th after being seriously injured during the Iranian attack. He was a staff sergeant from Glendale, Kentucky, and he was with Space Force. So it's probably, I guess that is their first line of duty death was Space Force. Wow. So Sergeant Pennington, rest in peace. So we can't tell them Lindsey Graham may be heterosexual. I believe that.
Women get scared.
No, see, now he's not heterosexual. He's trisexual. He likes money. He'll try anything. So, the device ignited outside the New York City mayor's home was an IED, according to NYPD. 6 people have been arrested Saturday in it. So, if you don't know what happened, there was Jake Lang. I don't know. He's popular in social media. He had brought a whole pig barbecue. And was walking his pet goat. This is a true story.
I heard about that.
And apparently the Muslims took exception to this, and they made IEDs, which were pretty much nail bombs. When I said nail with an N, nail, screws, nuts and bolts. It was an IED. And luckily the fuse device on both of them failed. Or it would have been incredibly bad. You see here in this picture where this, I was almost said gentleman, this asswipe Muslim terrorist has lit it and thrown it at NYPD. And NYPD did the right thing. They went immediately after him. They didn't cower from it and started pushing people back. Luckily, the fuse didn't ignite. But here's my argument about that. Those 6 people didn't make this. There's somebody else that made this. And now he knows he's got to fix his fuse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's a long run. So,
God.
They were inspired by the Islamic State, according to NYPD. NYPD was quick to come out and call it terrorist attack and ask for help from the FBI. Of course, there was 2 of the homemade devices. They didn't explode because of the fuse. And it was during the Jake Lang far-right activist, his little protest where he was marching with his whole.
Well, and
here's the thing.
They're out there saying publicly that city is theirs now. Denise, be careful.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are. So, but here's the thing. They don't respect the First Amendment. Where we have a right to protest. Yeah. Even I will admit, walking his pet goat and carrying a full pork barbecue to the mayor's office is pretty stupid.
Was he going to feed everybody?
Well, they weren't going to eat it. I don't know. Because he ran like a little bitch when they started throwing the IEDs. Yeah, here's the thing. I am nowhere near as popular as Jake Lang. And personally, I don't care if I ever am. But they're doing that shit to get the clicks, to get the views. It's nothing but a social media warrior. That's all. Because you saw once the bombs dropped, where did he go? He ran like a little bitch.
Yeah, now, but you know what? I don't think if that fuse would have went off, he wouldn't have been able to outrun those nails.
No, it would have been very, very bad. It would have.
Yeah. Was it worth his life?
Bad. So
well,
I mean, he does have the right. The First Amendment right. I'm not arguing that, but at the same time, we have the freedom of speech. But don't be stupid.
Don't taunt.
You're going to walk your pet goat and carry a whole pig barbecue down some main street in New York City towards the mayor's house.
Now
you're just doing that for views, but you incited the Muslims, and so.
To be fair, if I had a pet goat, I'd walk it. I mean, I like little goats; they're cute.
Zohran Mammadani, the ISIS mayor, the Muslim mayor, the mayor of New York City, has not called it a terrorist attack. So he refuses to condemn it. He says it's bad. Well, that could be said. It is bad. I will agree with there. It is bad. Zohran Mammadani is not going to condemn his Muslim Brotherhood. Not a chance in hell that's going to happen. So,
yeah, they probably got out of jail already.
Oh no, not yet. So the FBI is taking it. So, but here's the deal: they were flashing ISIS signs.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah, they were flashing the the ISIS salute when they were arrested and smiling. You know, he's smiling and flashing the ISIS salute. So, like I said, they got 6. That just tells me there's more out there. So, yeah. They got 6. Yeah, and look at him, he's smiling. Little bitch is smiling. So, yeah.
Of course.
So, his parents come from Turkey. Yeah, I come from Turkey. So he grew up in a nice $2.5 million home.
Oh.
Jersey. No, I'm sorry, Pennsylvania. His parents own a $2.5 million Pennsylvania home, and they're naturalized citizens from Afghanistan. So. Yeah, and so wonder how they got here. Were they brought here under some of that deal where that we were bringing people over?
Probably.
Yeah. So, police say that his name is Kayumi. He's 19, and his friend Amir Balat left Bucks County, Pennsylvania, to attend the counter protest to Jake Lang, and to light the IEDs and throw them into a home. So. Or throw him into the crowd. So, but the mansion that his parents own in Pennsylvania, do you know what they do, Brenda?
What do they do?
Take a guess. If you had to guess.
They're somewhere in our government.
No, okay. Second guess. So I'm allowing you to be racist for a moment, Brenda.
Shit, I don't know. They open their $2 million home to other people and bring them over.
They own a convenience store. They own a cookie.
Oh, well, okay. Wait a minute, and they can still afford a $2 million home?
Well, gas is high, so.
Wait a minute.
Chris says, no, everyone here comes for a better life. Aren't bad people. Yeah. Well, that's what a liberal told him. Yeah, somebody lied to you.
Damn, I'm going to go get me
Mojabataba Kamananini is the supreme leader. So while Iranians struggle with inflation, shortages, repression, the supreme leader's son has been building a luxury real estate empire abroad. Most of it in Europe. So, yeah. Nice. Yeah, he's got castles and all kinds of shit over in Europe. They should seize that shit. He's got luxury.
Wait, is he building it with our tax money?
No, he's doing it in Europe,
okay.
in UK. Yeah.
Okay.
He lives on Billionaires Row in Hampstead, London. Well, he did. I don't assume he's going to be able to move back. Maybe not. He's got several other $100 million homes. You know,
why do you need that many homes? I don't understand.
Because they got to have a place to put the goats and the women. So,
well, okay, so one for them, one for the women. The goats can have the whole entire backyard of both houses.
Muntaba Kaba Hamamami. It's a great name, Chris says. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it probably is. But so you can now go to look at Vegas betting odds and see how long that they think he's got left. So because Trump's not a fan of him, obviously. So he said that he should have not taken the position. So.
But I thought he said he was a nice guy. He said he met him. He was a nice guy. But
At one point he did, but now he's saying it's an unacceptable choice. So, and,
Well,
Trump
I'm
says
not going to say I told you so. I'm just not going to do it.
Didn't at one point in time, remember we said, what was the name of the other towelhead who caused 9/11?
I don't remember.
What was the one that Obama got? Gaddafi? No, not Gaddafi. God dang. It's only been 25 years. I've already forgot. Jesus. Whatever. Wasn't he our friend at one point in time? No, the guy that I don't. But yeah, and he was friends with us at one point in time too. So yeah, Bin Laden. That's right. Yeah, Bin Laden. He was our friend at one point in time too. So
he was.
Yep. Trump says there will be no deal with Iran except a unconditional surrender, which Iran has already told them to go fly a kite. So they're like, not going to happen. So they have sent out the notice that they're in it for the long haul, and their goal is to have us have $200 a barrel oil prices in an energy crisis. So, and I don't like talking about this, but we're going to have to talk about this. This is the front page of Tehran Times. I assume it's been translated to English for us. And it's pictures of the 150 school kids that were killed in the elementary school bombing. Now, there's still investigations going on. It was a missile strike on an elementary school. And the headline for it is Trump looked them in the eyes, and it's pictures of all of them.
Now, I have a question.
Iran is blaming us. Go ahead.
I have a question about this. Now, they were being bombed before the school was hit. Why did people send their kids to school? Why didn't they close the schools down?
Well, that you're thinking like a Westerner, Brenda. Over in that part of the world, that's a normal everyday occurrence. There's always some type of bombing, or there's some kind of this is the thing in the Middle East. They live under this kind of terror daily, and this is why we have such a problem here in the United States understanding it. We don't see this every day, but these people live under these conditions, whether it's by their own government, whether it's another country. They're used to being bombed all the time. It's become like, Israel at one point in time said that they could have a car bombing go off, and in 24 hours it's cleaned up and doesn't look like anything ever happened, and everything's going back to normal. And that's a sad state that they live in, to have to be there.
Well, yeah. What?
It's normal over there. The sirens are normal. Whereas we hear a siren, automatically assume it's a hurricane or tornado, excuse me.
Yeah, I get them outside my door all the time.
Yeah, over there, that's just a Tuesday, So.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's sad. So this elementary school was bombed. All signs are pointing to the U.S. that we did it. Now, what a lot of these are, all signs are pointing that it was the U.S. military that did it, but they're also hiding the fact that there was a intelligence, whatever you call it, base, camp, whatever, that was directly under the elementary school. They're leaving that conveniently out. Yes.
Who does this?
The Iran, they do. This is what I'm saying. The schools,
oh my God,
they do that. They put their military
civilians and stuff in front of them to this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it does look like the United States done it, and it leaves you. But there was a military intelligence camp base, whatever under the school, which was eliminated by the Tomahawk missile. But unfortunately, 150 innocent school children were killed. I'm sorry, 175 now.
Once again, I'm going back to Michael Jackson. They don't really care about us.
And all Hegseth is saying is they're reviewing it. And of course, he said the only side that targets civilians is Iran. Well, he can make that statement because, well, that's correct. They put the school kids above their heads. So the UN's going to be investigating. Of course, we're investigating it. Iran's already come out and said we did it. But there's a video of a Tomahawk missile that pretty much seals the deal. That, of course, then again, the world we live in, could that be AI? That video.
True.
But so far, it's looking pretty shady for the U.S. So that we did it. So and it's horrible. So, but it's also horrible that you put school kids over that. So.
Yeah, you hide behind them chicken shits.
Yep. So, Al Jazeera newspaper, we've had to go on the offensive and report the Trump administration is denying reports that any U.S. soldiers have been captured. Over the weekend, Iran come out and said that they had captured some American soldiers that were now prisoners. So. And the Iranians claim that the number of killed or injured is much higher than what they're telling us. Now, I will say that in the middle of the night, a plane come into Andrews and they brought several bus ambulances to the plane, and it was escorted with Secret Service and federal police and local police to Walter Reed in Bethesda Naval Center. So I will say that I can honestly report that, and none of that has come out and said, well, what was on that? That's kind of just been pushed aside. But several bus ambulances, at least 3 from my source, said that they went to this large military aircraft, and then they left with several other ambulances and police escorts to the military hospitals. So that's something, they don't just send those ambulances out for nothing. So, so global panic and financial chaos as we go into week 2 of the Iran war. So we talked about this, oil prices skyrocketing overnight. The Asian market crashed. Our market was down last time I looked. Of course, Trump's going to speak after the market closes. So I guess he's doing that not to frighten the market any further. So, but if you're investing, well, you better be in it for the long haul because it's a up and down rocky road that we're on right now.
Sell. Oh.
Or buy. I mean, if things are down. So Trump, this is his quote. He presses for oil tankers to sail through the Strait of Hormuz. He says, show some guts. It's easy for him to say. He's not out there on those ships. So the Strait of Hormuz, they've threatened to blow up any vessel that comes through there. The Iran has said that this is ours, we own it, and they've shut it down. But Trump is like, show some guts. And of course, he's now waiting for additional naval escorts. So, we saw the French were talking about doing that well. So, prices last I looked were over $120 a barrel. So, one Greek oil tanker has left. They turned their signal off and they went dark and made it through the Strait of Hormuz. So there is one Greek tanker that's made it through. Now, I don't know where that tanker was destinated to. I'm sure it wasn't to U.S., so probably UK. But so one has made it through. But
they probably shouldn't have reported that because now they're going to be looking real good.
Oh, I agree.
Turn off and go dark.
They've got China spy ships over there, so I'm sure they're giving them all the intel. So, and Russia's allowing them to use their satellites, so information. So, they are aiding them. So, gas, like I said, it was over 120 a barrel last time I looked. If you looked, the average gas price, well, let's say Georgia, it's $3.23, Tennessee, $3.04. It was $2.34 when I first came here. Brenda, you're $3.13. For friends in Virginia, $3.30. Maryland, 349. What is DC? Does it say what DC's?
I don't know. Take that over to California. Let's see.
Oh, for California, $5.20 a gallon. Oregon, 421. Washington, 463. Down here in Mississippi, 392. Wonder why it's so high in Mississippi. We're in Alabama, 323. Florida, 349. So gas prices are going up, and diesels already went up. Diesels went up 89 cents in the past week. So that's going to affect our food chain. So, which is going to be people that are economically poor are going to have a harder time buying groceries because the groceries prices are going to all go up. So, but Trump says it's a small price to pay. Yeah, he's not paying it. He's not paying it. He's got it, Brad. So, Trump has criticized the UK because they said they sent carriers, but he says we don't need them. He might want to rethink that. So, here's the big part. The Pentagon and the White House were blindsided by what Israel did. Israel escalated this conflict probably 1,000%. They went and blew up all of their oil supply. You think, okay, well, that's part of war. It's burning. You cannot see the sun right now in parts of Iran. Tehran, you cannot see the sun. They've told people to go inside, not come outside, to wear masks, to change their water filters. If you have any unopened food, it's contaminated, needs to be thrown out. Any open food, anything open to the air needs to be thrown out. So what Israel did was escalate this to the fact that this cloud of toxic shit is in the air and it's going to come down hundreds of miles away. It'll eventually make its way over here, but it won't be as severe. But the people that are breathing this in, the poor people, the people that have not a damn thing to do with this war, and we're talking about the benzene that's in the air, you're going to have kids that have cancer. You're going to have they have killed a generation with this. And so this is why Tehran is pissed off. And they have said that they plan on now targeting every oil facility in the Middle East, every AI center in the Middle East. And on top of that, they're going to take out any power grids that they can. And of course, they've activated their sleeper cell. So basically, Israel escalated this thing. Shocker there. So, but don't worry. And Carolyn Levitt, she's in trouble because she says that she's not going to rule out boots on the ground from the White House. I'm pretty sure that question will come up today in the news conference. What next comes after the bombing? Well, if you look at the geography of Iran, Tehran sits in the middle of a bowl surrounded by mountains. So if we're going to go in, we're going to be in a long ground war in a mountain. This isn't going to be like we've ever trained before. See, we're good at shock and awe. We're good at doing that. But when they can hold out and we run out of bombs and we got to go in with bullets, we're not so good at that. These people are. So Gazette says that we will go as far as we need to go. And Trump has said that the decision to end the war will be made with Netanyahu. Why in the hell are we fighting his war? I get the fact we don't want them to have a nuclear bomb. I agree. We didn't. That's good. But no, why are we... Now he's got his eyes set on Cuba.
Can you finish one damn thing at a time?
Agreed. So now he's saying Cuba is next. So yeah.
I understand doing things to liberate people, but and I can understand that. But
we are not just the world police right now.
There you go.
I hate to say this. We're the world bully. And I really hate to say that, but that's the way I feel. Yeah, and I, like I said, we didn't want them to have a nuclear bomb. Cool, check, got it. But I don't support bombing elementary schools. I don't support bombing all of their oil supply so that blackens out their cities and kills an entire generation. I don't support that. Couldn't we just go in and do the isolated strikes? Do it right the first freaking time. Do it, hit them hard, and then say, that's it, we're done. Israel, you're on your own if you want to do this shit. We're out. Peace out. We did our part. We're out. But we're spending, what was it, $100 billion a week or something? It's an outrageous number. So,
yeah.
So, yeah, they're going to have to call for an emergency meeting for Congress to bring in more money. Where's the money going to come from? Oh, that's right. Me and you, because the rich people don't pay taxes. So the Democrats, according to a latest NBC News poll, show that Americans like ICE more than they like the Democrat Party.
Well,
I really don't know how to feel about it.
I don't know.
Iran told the Australian government to not send back the women footballers, to give them, what do they call it? Immunity or whatever. He said if Australia won't take them, we would. They could come to the United States and seek refuge. So, but yeah, they went to participate in a football game, different type of football than what we have. And while they were there, they spoke out, and well, now they got a hideout from their government because when they go back, they'll be killed.
Oh boy.
New information on Roham Mohammedami's wife, Mrs. Roham Mohammedami, shows that she has some security concerns because she is getting information that she's not cleared to, and she's not trusted to work with any U.S. intelligence, much less local intelligence, because she believes in protecting Hamas. Here you go.
No.
Barron Trump calls for him to be enlisted in the military, are raising, I think the hashtag is, I saw that earlier. What was the hashtag? They're basically, because they're like, well, the royalties, their queen did it. Send Barron, hashtag send Barron is trending. But he has a medical exception. Do you know what his exception is, Brenda, that he is disqualified for?
I don't know.
He is too tall. He's 6'7".
Yeah, I know that.
Disqualifies him for Army service. Because he's too.
Well, he can still do like intelligence or something. He's really good with computers.
Well, so they're saying he's too tall. So the military says no, we wouldn't even draft him. So well,
yeah, he's
so
not like he can hide from anything. He is too tall.
Trump has a very strange obsession with feet. Did you know this, Brenda?
With feet?
With feet. He likes, did you know he polishes his own shoes?
Well, sure, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have staff do it or whatever. It's like he has a fresh bar of Irish Spring every day just for him.
But that's not feet. That's just his shoes.
No. Because he's always looking at people around him, the inner circle, their feet, and he's guessing their foot size and sending them Florsheim shoes, dress shoes. They're about $150 a pop.
Oh, well,
so
maybe
he's
maybe
got
he
this
thinks
obsession
they
with
deserve
footwear, and anybody in the Oval Office, he has to look at their feet, judge their foot size, and then he sends them a pair of shoes. That's just weird.
He sends them nice shoes. Well, maybe he figures they can't afford it, so he's sending them nice shoes.
Come on.
Shit.
You can't tell me they can afford a $150 pair of shoes. All right, we're almost out of time here. Kristi Noem, one of her aides, bought a bunch of vehicles that they can't use. You want to know why?
Why?
He bought Ford pickups.
Oh my God, I just can't.
Whole fleet of them. They can't use them. It's a bulk order. And then on top of that, we had them all painted and marked and lighted up. So yeah, can't use a damn one.
Oh, son of a gun. Well, I want one. That sounds kind of fun to drive around in.
God help us. I didn't make it to the other stuff. I don't know that I really had any other stuff. The president's scheduled, they're hiding it. So I have no idea. FEMA's hiding their daily thing, so I don't have that.
But he's hiding from us.
Congress, I had their schedule pulled up, and then I had this pulled up. I'll send this to you, Brenda. It's a casualty list of the 119th Congress. It's pretty interesting. Let's see. We talked about weather. If you're in the deep south, you're going to get some severe storms. So, and when we looked at the world pollution, well, we see pretty much over the Middle East, it's all bright red. The U.S., it's kind of green, but there ain't much movement right now of military or of marine vessels. So, yeah, we'll go out of here with this. So, at any rate, we will not be back tomorrow. We have, I don't know, I get some appointments with Mom. So, we will be back on Wednesday. So, if you want, hit us up on Facebook. Find the Sportcat Daily Gazette group. You can come join it. Please come like, follow, share, and subscribe over here on YouTube. We would appreciate it. And we'll see you Wednesday. Everything goes well. Unless we're supporting the new Iranian regime. I don't know shit.
Bye, everyone.
Brenda and I, we're getting the hell out of here. Have a great day. We'll see you midweek.
From Greenland to the galaxy, they've got every goal. Laugh at fear, let the world do its thing. Sportcat's Gazette, it's the chaos we sing. Sportcat's Gazette, don't bunker tonight. We're riding the headlines with laughter and light. No prepping for doom, we dance in the fray. Sportcat keeps us laughing through the end of the day. Hey. NASA aborts